Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say, he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase with Picatinny rail adapter, so you can mount it to any standard AR-15 like all awesome accessories can be. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more and see me shooting a flamethrower. And lastly, trying to get 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button and tell your friends and your enemies, I would greatly appreciate it. Going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Jaguar firing their chief designer in charge of the Type 00 concept after their disaster of a rebrand. Now, this brought to us thanks to Motor1.com, where you actually see the gentleman and the concept car Jaguar revealed. Though I think it'd be interesting to look at the commercial that really was the downfall of the brand. This is, interestingly enough, still up on Jaguar's YouTube page, and all the comments are, of course, ratioing him, making fun of him. But this is the new vision of Jaguar, with models with worse haircuts. Yeah, worse haircuts than me, which is saying something, because I haven't got one in a while. Looks like you have a non-binary man with a sledgehammer who can barely lift a sledgehammer wearing a dress. Copy nothing, though it does look like they kind of copied I would say an Apple advertisement from a couple decades ago and a really shitty modern fashion show. That was a new vision of Jaguar, and they're going to use this new electric vehicle to take them to the next level. Let's say a peg down on the pegboard, because, yeah, electric EVs, very much a niche part of the market. Jaguar, bless their soul, they used to make beautiful works of art. The Type E was one of the best designed cars in history. But yeah, this rebrand is not going the way they would like. Now, again, this credit to Motor1.com, specifically Jeff Perez, and they say, quote, Jaguar fires design boss behind the Type 00 prototype. Longtime designer and executive Jerry has reportedly been fired from the company. Jaguar's recent rebrand has drawn heavy criticism. Fans pushed back against the automaker's controversial ad campaign and had plenty to say about their Type 00 concept, mostly negative. That was because most people have eyes, and they saw that abomination of a vehicle, which also looks like they kind of just ripped off a Rolls-Royce and a couple other already made vehicles. And yeah, it looks like a boring soulless machine. Now, they say, quote, according to the reports from Autocar, again, his last name is McGovern. He was escorted out of the office this week, and we reached out to Jaguar for a statement. The company refuses to elaborate. This news comes less than a week after the retirement of former JLR CEO Adrian Mardell. New CEO PB Bajali acted as a former finance boss at Tata Motors, which, again, Tata Motors bought out Jaguar Range Rover years ago. Fun fact, they were owned by Ford a couple decades ago. Now, again, they say he's acted as a finance boss after Tata before taking over his retirement. Bajaj brings 32 years of experience to the position and more than a decade of working at JLR's parent company, Tata Motors. Here you can see another angle of that car, looking terrible. Looks like it belongs in Grand Theft Auto 3. They just never finished rendering it. Now, they say, while details about his firing are slim, it appears that Bajaj could be looking to shake things up a bit. That move shouldn't be surprising given the negative feedback surrounding the Jaguar's rebrand. McGovern leaves JLR following a 21-year career working with the Jaguar and Land Rover brands. McGovern is responsible for some of the most popular vehicles within the JLR portfolio, like the Range Rover Evoque, the Range Rover Velar, and Land Rover Defender, and the modern Range Rover line. McGovern also led the design team for the controversial Type 00 concept. He started his career at the Austin Rover Group and was responsible for concept cars like the MG EXE, as well as the popular production cars like the MGF Sports Car and Land Rover Freelander. He then worked for Ford to help revive the Lincoln Mercury brands, which I was going to say, I want to put that on your resume. We helped revive the Lincoln Mercury brands at Ford Motor Company because, Ford killed Mercury a couple decades ago due to lack of demand. And Lincoln somehow is still around in terms of Ford. Ford has as their luxury division. I've seen a couple on the road. Allegedly, they sell some of those. Yeah, Jaguar very much needs a new direction. And it's one of those things where Jaguar sales and, well, lack of profitability have been an issue for a while. Hard to say which one is in a worse position, Jaguar or Infiniti, which is the luxury division of Nissan. They both move fewer and fewer units every year. And Jaguar gave up production of vehicles for entire years. They retooled the factories to try to make EVs, which, again, they'll sell some, perhaps 15, perhaps even 18 units total for the year. But again, they're going after a very niche market, and a big part of Jaguar was, well, it used to be the handcraftedness, the beauty of the glorious gas engine, the amazing bodywork. I mean, the Type E is one of the best cars in history. It's gorgeous, not very reliable, but again, it's a work of art on wheels. And EVs just aren't that way. Now, there's a place for them, of course. Mostly people have disposable income and don't care about depreciation or, and replace a battery that costs more than a car every couple of years, 10 years, whatever. But yeah, I think Jaguar definitely needs a major rebrand yet again. But even then, I don't know if they'll make it long term. I'm pretty skeptical. But let me know your thoughts, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback. Let me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone, everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.